Hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and you're watching Funny Old Guys. And beside me, we have it's changed. We have homeless Charlie with a lovely wig on today. It's just charming. Homeless Charlie, say hello to our growing crowds.
Well, hello to our growing crowd. Nice to see you all.
Yeah, you got to work on that mustache. And down below me is Dr. Fat Packer. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, Auf Wiedersehen. No, that was the other side. This is Guten Tag.
Now, what we do is we tell jokes, okay? And you laugh. You better laugh, all right? We're going to kick you off the video channel. Laugh your head off. But anyway, before we start telling all these wonderfully funny jokes, we have a point of conversation. I'm going to start with Dr. Fat Packer. Dr. Fat Packer, if you could take a movie and remake it into a musical, what movie would you change?
Oh, well, I think if you take a horror movie and do that, perhaps Frankenstein would be a good one. Oh, wait a minute. Mel Brooks already did that.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Homeless Charlie, if you could take a movie and change it and redesign it into a musical, what movie would you change?
Oh, I think Casablanca.
Casablanca. Why would you do that? Is there any special reason?
Well, it's old, and I don't think Humphrey Bogart is alive anymore.
so he wouldn't care?
Let's invite him next week.
I would take the movie Jaws and I'd turn it into a musical because there's Jaws all over the place.
Oh, that
Homeless Charlie,
clever.
tell us a joke.
Oh, God. Well, I got a story about this guy buys a talking centipede.
A talking centipede.
And he takes it home in a small box. And after a while, he opens the box and he says, would you like to go for a beer? And the centipede doesn't answer. So raising his voice, he repeats the question, still no reply. Getting very angry, thinking he's been taken, he shouts the question loudly, at which the centipede sticks his head out and says, I heard you the first time. I'm putting on my damn shoes.
Oh, I didn't know where that was coming from.
Oh, my goodness.
He'll be down in a minute. Dr. Fat Packer, tell us a joke.
Yeah. Well, I got some things that I found, some like retiree questions here. Like, what do retirees call a long lunch?
I don't know.
Normal.
Normal, okay?
Okay. What's the biggest advantage of going back to school as a retiree?
I don't know.
If you cut classes, no one calls your parents.
Aha. Okay.
Oh dear. And and that'll do it. Just those two is fine. We got to cut this down.
Okay, here's mine.
Oh, you had one.
Why couldn't they play cards on the pirate ship? You know why?
No, pray tell.
The captain was always standing on the deck. Oh, that's terrible. Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
That's awful.
It is awful.
Well, the other day, I just heard a TV announcement. It said that the CDC says to refrain from handshakes. At which point, Jeffrey Dahmer stopped his blender.
Ow. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Dr. Fat Packer.
Yeah.
Can we use that one?
No, why not? He stole it from somebody else.
What the hell? Okay, tell us a joke there, doctor.
Oh my God. Well, I heard two boys talking the other day over the back fence, and one of them says there's an easy way to get what you want. And the other boy says, how? He says, you tell people you know their secret. So the boy ran to his father and he said, I know your secret. And the dad says, well, please don't tell your mom. Here's $10.
Oh.
They thought, oh, that's pretty good. So he ran over to his mother and he goes, I know your secret. And his mother says, wait, please don't tell your dad, here's $15. So the boy decides to try it on the mailman and he goes, I know your secret. The mailman opened his arms and said, come give your dad a hug.
Boy, talk about secrets
Yeah.
and talk about lies. You know, the 5 most common lies.
Oh,
I can
no.
only tell 4 of them.
Okay.
The first one is, I didn't do it.
Right.
Number 2, the check's in the mail.
Yeah.
Number 3, I love you.
Oh.
And number 4, yes, I have read all the terms and conditions. That's what I've done. Almost Charlie, tell us a joke.
Oh, my goodness.
Number 5.
No, I can't tell number 5.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can't tell it either.
All right. Well, today I stopped at this roadside stand, which I do often, and it said lobster tails, $2.
Whoa.
So I paid my $2 and the guy said, well, once upon a time, there was this lobster.
Okay, Doc, tell us a funny joke.
Oh, yeah. Well, as you know, I'm a doctor, but every once in a while, I try to fix the electrical stuff at home. But I'll tell you, most people are shocked when they find out how bad I am as an electrician.
Oh, I love that play on words there, Doctor.
Yeah, okay, that's
The
good.
other day,
Yeah.
I scared the daylights out of my postal carrier. I went to the door naked.
And you
Well-
told him I know your secret.
No, I don't know what scared him more, with the fact that I was naked or the fact that I knew where he lived. Hmm.
Okay, that one was good. I like that one.
Tell us a joke there, homeless Charlie.
Well, this one's quite fast. Here's some advice to old people like you. Do not sit on the floor without a plan on how to get back up.
That is a very good piece of advice.
Good
Dr.
advice
Pat Packer,
there.
tell us a joke.
So I'm telling you, I overheard these 2 old guys are sitting on the park bench, right? And they were feeding pigeons and they were talking about baseball. When one of them turned to the other, says, do you think there's baseball in heaven?
Oh.
And he says, well, I don't know, but let's make a deal. If I die first, I'll come back and you do the same thing. He goes, okay. So I found out that one of them died and I was talking to the other one and he goes, oh, well, my friend came back to me as a ghost when I said, you know, so is the baseball in heaven? He says, well, I have good news and bad news. So he said, well, give me the good news first. And he says, well, there is baseball in heaven. So that guy goes, well, that's great. What news could be bad enough to ruin that? And he says, you're pitching tomorrow.
Oh, baseball in heaven. Actually, Dr. Pat Packer, for the second week in a row, that was on my list.
Oh, I'm doing good. 3 more and I'll have
Anyway.
bingo.
Did you hear about the Italian chef who got deathly sick?
No.
Oh,
Well, he passed away, and
pasta away.
we can only do so much for the family,
Oh, my goodness.
and his legacy will become a pizza history. A
Pizza history.
Oh,
Oh, you are too good. Yeah.
Pretty saucy tale.
there you go.
Oh, I like
Okay,
that.
almost Charlie, go for it.
Well, you've all experienced it, but if someone honks at me 1/4 of a second after the light turns green,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my car in park, adjust my seat, check my tire pressure, change my oil, return some emails, eat a snack, read a book, brush my teeth, take a nap, build a legal set, and maybe some more stuff.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Woo.
Okay, Dr. Fatpacker, go for it.
All right, Val, as you know, I have said before, I love watching the old Hollywood squares. When I found they had these wonderful questions for some of the old timers on there.
Yep.
He asked Marty Allen one time, he says, can boys join the Campfire Girls? And he said, only after lights out.
Exactly. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, then he asked Paul Lind, and he goes, when you pat a dog on its head, it will wag his tail. What will a goose do? And Paul Lind says, well, I don't know, make him bark.
I don't know.
And
One more?
finally, he asked Paul Lind again, he says, if you were pregnant for 2 years, what would you give birth to? And he says, well, whatever it is, it will never be afraid of the dark.
I bought a dog the other day,
Whoa, really?
And-
Hot dog.
and I'm teaching it magic tricks.
Really?
Ask me what kind of dog I got.
What kind of dog did you got?
I got a Labracadabrador. That's
Abracadabra
What I
dog?
got. Homeless. Last one, make it quickie.
Could you repeat that one more time?
I am not going to. Last one, a
Listen,
quickie.
listen to the.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, exes, exes are like, I gave you everything.
Yes.
Oh, you gave me a headache, a little debt, severe chest pain, 3 new personalities with a splash of trust issues and a reason to drink.
And proud, happy to have all those damn things. Last one there, doctor.
All right, well, I gotta tell you, listen, never trust atoms. They
How
make up
come?
they make up everything.
They make
Oh,
Atoms, molecules, little tiny
Oh!
little pieces. Oh my God.
I thought you were talking about
I thought you meant Adam as in Eve.
No, never make up atoms. Oh, that'd be funny too.
When I was born, guys, I was so ugly.
How ugly were you?
I was so ugly that the doctor slapped my mother. That's what. So anyway, that's it. This is the comedy thief. We're going to say goodbye, but before we go, we're going to invite a very famous celebrity to be on our next video, down the road. And Homeless Charlie, who we're going to invite to be on our next video?
Well, I thought, and I always got a lot of kicks out of the guy, I thought Buddy Hackett would be good.
Buddy Hackett, you are going to be on our very next video. So Buddy Hackett, you check in right away. And if you do, you're going to be on the next video.
How long does he have to check in?
And if you don't check in, we're going to put you in the trash bin, Buddy Hackett.
Not my buddy.
Hello. So is one of you going to tell me that Buddy Hackett's dead?
Is Buddy
Oh.
Hackett dead? I just saw him on a Johnny Carson show. Maybe that was a repeat.
Had to be a repeat.
We're inviting nobody, folks. Forget it. There'll be nobody on, no celebrity next week. This is the comedy thief saying goodbye. Pass it over to Homeless Charlie to say goodbye to our enormous crowds.
Hey, goodbye to our enormous crowds. Keep
And now,
sub-
Dr. Fatpacker, say goodbye and give us the 3 words.
Auf Wiedersehen, everybody. And don't forget to subscribe.
All right, everybody wave goodbye. We'll see you down the road. We'll see you on our very next video.
Thank you. Danke.